one of those weeks where you're just like so far behind you can't even remember how far behind you really are, and all of a sudden it's Sunday and you have something due. The interesting thing is, like, if we think about this, my due date for videos is my due date. There's no like brand deals that are waiting for me. There's no money, like nothing is dependent upon this except for me. And I still am like, it's Sunday, you need to get something out there, which is kind of interesting considering I feel like my students don't have that at all about real due dates. And one of the things that I've just been overwhelmed with and dreading is we have block tomorrow, which for those of you that don't know, block schedule is where you see less class periods for longer periods of time. So I go the full day. Each class period is 2 hours. So imagine teaching one subject for 2 hours to a bunch of kids that don't even want to be there for 1 hour, and then, you know, hold you personally responsible for being there for 2 hours, even though you had absolutely nothing to do with us. So I've sort of just been dreading Monday. Monday, tomorrow, is also the 1-year anniversary of my mom's passing. So it's a whole bunch of things that are combined to make the whole vlogging. I vlogged, I really did, but I'm going to incorporate that maybe into next week's video because just sitting and talking seemed like a better idea at the moment. I don't know why. I kind of scrapped what I was working on and I was all over the place. In addition to having the block scheduling for 2 days, the second day is not bad because I have 2 much more open, and so for me, I'm kind of rambling, but for me, I have discovered this about myself after, you know, nearly 50 years on the planet, that I like being able to create my own schedule. So possibly going into teaching was not the best idea for me, simply because I'm from 8 until 3:35, I'm on somebody else's schedule. I can't decide, oh, I really want to work on this now, or I really want to work on that now. Like, it's set in stone, and then people are presented to me and I have to work with these people. We would call them students, you know, during that set block of time. So I wish I would have chosen a job that was a lot more creative and allowed me a little bit more freedom. Not the point. Not the point. The point is, I want to talk about this Fendi. This is a Mama Zuka mama bag, and I'm actually thinking about letting her go, even though I am a mama. She's cute, she's very squishy, and right? I got her for a very good price. But I'm thinking about letting her go because I'm thinking about letting go anything that kind of resembles a tote bag. And she resembles, oh, face tracking is on. It's like, no. She resembles kind of a tote bag. And so I'm sort of doing this thing where I'm trying to get rid of anything that doesn't work for me. But then there's that part of me like, well, maybe I'll come back to it and maybe I will want her later. So I'm at a crossroads. So benefits of this bag is it has an adjustable, removable strap, although I have no clue what strap you would put on this bag. She's very lightweight, even though I have it stuffed to the brim. And it has a magnetic closure here. I just feel very New York when I carry this bag. Also, weird fact, this bag is very warm. What do I mean by warm? I mean, I had to go once in the middle of the night with a family member to the hospital, and it was freezing in the ER. And I kept this bag, like this bag was warm. I kept it on my lap, and it was very, very warm bag. I don't know how else to explain that. Tons of room in the bag, as maybe you can see, and have a little zip pocket in the very back, which at the moment is housing my Bastille coin purse by Hermes. It has just some very small bills in there for the vending machine at work. And so I guess my question is, how do you feel? Like, do you immediately get rid of bags that you're not using? How do you do that? Inside, of course, I have the mini pochettes. The only thing I've kind of like really changed is I've gone back to carrying a key holder. This is the 6-ring key holder by Louis Vuitton, simply because I was just kind of getting sick of my keys, and I'm also using this as a wallet. Someone had said, what if you, so it was a comment once, like, why would you do that? Because if they get your house key, then they have your address. Well, a couple of things. Number one, my actual ID is in my mini pochette. It just is. I can't explain why, but it is. Number one. Number two, I feel like with the key pouch, you would have the same problem, and everybody uses the key pouch. Like so many people. I don't think it's unique to this particular piece. I just have keys, a lot of keys that I need for work. So yeah. So that was not even a review. I don't know what that was with this. But I guess my question is, how do you feel about bags that are not normally in your rotation anymore?